All right. We'll have the Dodger game on low. Just do a little ranting and also some listening to the vehicle. Because fix this fucking windshield. Water everywhere. I dropped the phone mount. The phone mount hit the fucking windshield wipers. And now we can see much better. Jesus, that looks dark. Alright, anyway. So, with Biden being fucking president and the way things have been going, just in general, it looks like gas just isn't gonna drop at all. Like, it usually goes down a little bit by now, you know, but it hasn't gone down. What is this fucking Prius doing? You know, the last few tanks I've been saying, like, I don't know how I'm getting this mileage. It's getting about 25. And this last tank I got 24.4, which is my old mileage. And that gas thing happened. And for some reason when that gas thing happened, it really like woke me up to fuel consumption and fuel and the cost of fuel for me, because I drive over 50 miles a day for work. At all, maybe, because I spend over $200 a month, and this is during 4-week months. So basically, you know, I get paid a certain amount, and then I have to subtract 56, 57, sometimes even $58 a week to fill the tank on the SUV. It's pretty. Oh, you're fucking shitting me. You are absolutely shitting. What, are you exiting too? Because I'm going to go in front of you if that's the case. Alright, you better not turn when I turn. Bitch. But yeah, I'm losing $200 a month on 4-week months, which is most months, and then on 5-week months, I'm losing $250, and that's me rounding way the fuck down, because realistically, it's 55. So 55, 110, 220. I'm either losing 220 or 225 a month. 220 or 255. That's just right out the window. Just to get to work, it's costing me $250 on 5-week months. 200. That's I don't know. That's a bit much. But I like the job. See, most people would just say, "Well, just get a job that's closer." But I like that job. You know, if I had something electric. What's your stupid ass Prius? Yeah. Because then there's a deeper math to everything, right? Because then you have to think about the long haul, the long term. You have to think about long term. And when it comes down to long term, how long does it take for the gas difference to me end up seeing the gas difference in my pocket? Because if I get a fuel efficient car and I'm paying payments on it, you know, the payment would have to be $200 for it to be like the same thing. And then, you know, it takes years to pay a car off. So that's years of just, yeah, fuck, man. I don't know. The only thing that would pay itself off really fast is an electric car. It's an electric car that's just $200 in pocket, pay the car payment, and then it just stays being zero money spent on gas. Like, that's fucking amazing. $0 and 0 cents spent on gas. The best scenario would be a plug-in car that I can plug in at the house. You know, I don't really care about its features. All I want is cruise control. Realistically, my only demand is cruise control. Realistically. As long as it has cruise control and it's electric. Like, I wish they made a cheap electric car with 100-mile range. It's just gotta have 100-mile range for me. If it's got 100-mile range, at this point, I don't even care if it has power windows. Like, it could have manual roll down windows. No sunroof. I don't care if cars have sunroofs or not. I'm not into that. I don't know cars come like this, but it could even not have a stereo for all I fucking care. I'll just wear my headphones. But, you know, all cars have stereos now. Genuinely don't know what to do. I genuinely don't, and it's frustrating. I thought saying it out loud would make a difference, but I just don't know. I know in the extreme, the long term, the car pays for itself. The long term, because there's very little maintenance. You know, I wouldn't be using it for anything other than work. Like, it's just working back. That would be that car's sole purpose in life, is just to get me to work and then proceed to get me back from work. That's it. That's all I want. And then there's the Chevy Volt. The Chevy Volt is pretty sick. But the difference is, like, Juan rants and raves about his Volt, but the thing about the Volt is there's a plug-in area where he works. And that makes all the difference. So it's a 40-mile range for him, and he works like 10 miles away from... No, he doesn't work 10. He probably works about 20. 15? Let's say 15. He works about 15 miles away from his house. So it's 30 miles total driven, right? 30. But the Volt can go 40 on the battery. But then when he gets to work, he plugs it in. So like he never gets gas. Literally never gets gas. He said it had been 2 months since he last got gas. But for me, it's fucking different because I work 27 miles away from my house. There's no plug in there. I mean, technically, I could always park in the front and plug it in. Technically. But, you know, I don't know. I don't know how that, if there's a plug-in like that for the Volt, like one of those plugs that you can carry with you. I don't know, man. And the Nissan Leafs don't have enough range. The bottom, and I mean the very bottom of range that I can have. No, it has to be 100 because there's sometimes during the winter you come down the PCH and there's a fucking accident or a rock slide and you get redirected and you have to take the canyons there or the mountain roads, whatever. And boom. Suddenly you're fucking 50 whatever mile, 56 mile trip is 80. You know, but and then there's vehicles like the Honda Insight, the old Insight, the Gen 1 Insight in good condition you can get for like $5,000. And as long as the IMA is good, the battery, if the battery is solid and you're just nice to it, that thing gets up to 70 miles to the gallon. So I don't know how big the tank is. It's probably like 8-gallon tank. I'd still be filling up once a week, but I'd be filling up an 8-gallon tank compared to my 16-gallon tank. I'm having to get 14.5 gallons of fuel a week. 14.5, pretty much. It bounces between 13 and a half, yeah. Once in a while I have to get 14, sometimes I get 13 too. So, if so facto, whatever. So, I don't know. Because the Insight, no matter what, you still have to buy petrol. You still have to get gas. No matter what, you have to get gas. And then the Volt, you have to get gas too. But it's a smaller amount of gas. So if I got 70 miles, let's say I got 55 miles to the gallon. It takes 1 gallon to get to work. 1 gallon. That means I'd go a week, and then so a week's worth of work, and then 3 days more of work, and then gas again. So, I mean, it's a huge difference compared to this, where I work about 5 days. I think I've worked 5 or almost 6 days on this tank. So, I don't know the math. All I know is the gap between 50 miles to the gallon and 25. It's big. It's big. And also, I don't think the Honda Insight has cruise control. I don't think it does. saving. I'm literally just sitting here paying off debt. slows back down. Like, dude. See? I promise you, it wasn't hard, and you don't look like a little bitch. You don't look like you gave in. You just look like a gentleman and a scholar. That's it. Look, no big deal. I pass you. It's not the end of the world. I'm not gonna bother you. I'm just mosey on over to work. That's it. I won't even be in front of you for very long. You know, be hooking a left right here. You will survive. You will rebuild. I promise. Thank you. Here we go. Instead of fucking speeding off again like an idiot. These fucking high beams. These high beams. Soccer mom.
System Mendoza's instant analysis is brought to you by Cross Country Mortgage.
Can I get a green light?
Mortgage is dedicated to
Just a little green light. Wait, that Subaru went. Was the light green? I was busy staring at his fucking high beams? I think so.
Great Al Rosenberg.
What? Oh, they get greens and I don't. Okay. Fuck yourself.
Finally, with a hit, he's 1 for 5.
A lot of hard hit out. This one, 104 miles an hour off a changeup. Gets it on the line instead of straight up in the air.
Focus from Florida.
Corey Seager is the only Dodger starter not to have a hit, or not to reach, I should say. Listed walk. Trey Turner down. And at first. Throw to first.
There's cars, the toes right there.
Single hit by a pitch, single. Pitch cut on and miss.
33 minutes to get to work? What the fuck?